Welcome. This is Hunter Morris Daily, where I'll talk about random stuff, and you'll probably not listen, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm bored. So today, since marching bands are now starting to get into the swing of band camp and marching rehearsals and stuff, I thought I'd do a tutorial on, like, dot books. Yeah, that's what I am doing. I'm doing dot books. So let's get started. First lesson is sets. Now, usually, these will be called set numbers. If you're fully in the swing of marching band, they'll usually say, start at set number 5 or something. But when you first start, it'll be like, set up the next set, or go back to the last set, go back to the next set. Yeah, that makes sense. And basically that means, like, where you're supposed to be on the field. So, say set 0, and you have to, non-marchers, set 0 is a thing. That was where you are in the beginning of the show, that's where you are in the beginning of the show. If they said set up the next set, you're going to go to the next place that you would be. That's a set. So set 0 is the beginning position you are at, and then from there, a set is the additional places you would have to move at those times. So set 0, say like I'm here at set 0, set the next set, say like I'm over here. That's it. That's what a set is. Set is just where you are at a certain time. The next subject would be how to write your position on the field. Now, to help me with this, I have my last year's dot book for the Naugatuck High School Marching Band Triumph, and so see, this is set number 22 right here. I don't know if it's backwards for you guys, so it might look like 66, but it's 22. And right now, I'd be on the left 40. So if you're looking at the field from the drum major's point of view, I'd be on their right. If you're looking at the drum major from the field, like I was, you were on the left. And I was 10 behind the front sideline. Yeah. So if I went to the front sideline, I would take 10 steps that way. I would just go backwards onto the field. And that's how you would write position, depending on where you were, and like here's another example. This is a good example. I mean, obviously you're supposed to be on the sideline. You're supposed to be like on the left 40, you'd be on the 40-yard line. But this one, set 57, when you split, that means you're in between 2-yard lines. For this one, I split the right 25 and the 30. So I found the right 25 and the 30, and I just went in between them. And then I was 6 behind the front sideline, so I'd walk back 6. And then the same goes for like 2 off, and 3 off, or 1 off, or a quarter off, because I had to do that one time. So yeah, that's how you write your position. Next subject is counts. And it also might be called moves. We call it counts, well I call it counts. Basically what this is how much time you have to get to that space. So if you're like listening to a metronome go, that was just 4 clicks. So say, we'll go back to set 57 here, say you have, ignore the 8, so say there's a 20 on your dot book, and it says like move 20, you're going to have 20 of to get there, but you have to make sure your feet are in time and everything. So that's how many march steps you're going to take to get to that place. And then you might also have something like this. This was a bad card to pick up. See, mine, whenever I had moves and then hold sets, because that also counts as for me. I just put like a fraction, like move 20, hold 8. So even if it's in the same set number, you can still hold when you move. And I actually have another example that I'm going to try and find while I explain this. So basically, instead of moving those sets, you're just going to stay still. Okay. So this, set 27. This was like the beginning of the ballad, I think. So, I was 3 inside the left 40, and 3.5 in front of the front hash. Right? Yeah. And we had to move 16. But the next set, set 28, I was in the same place, but I had to hold 4, so I just stayed there for 4 counts, and it didn't matter. And then I got to move again. I remember that set specifically. I always messed it up. But no one ever noticed, so I was good. So those are counts. Next subject is measures. Now, on mine, I did not write any of the measures in. This is a makeshift dot book I made because I lost my first one, and I actually wrote that in like 20 minutes. So give me props for that. I lost it, so in my first one, like, for like set 22, I would have the set, and then the moves, or the counts, and then like in the middle, I would have the measure numbers of what we were supposed to be playing at that certain time. So say like, because obviously set 0 is going to be measure 0, because you're not even going to play there. But step 1 could be like 8 counts, and if your music is in 3/4, or 4/4 I should say, it'd be the first 2 measures, so measure 1 and measure 2. That's how you would count that. And if you are a musician, and you don't know what a measure is, like, why? If, like, I've been doing music for like 5 years, and I know what a measure is, so if you're a musician and don't know what measures are, learn. Thanks. So if you weren't aware, there is an app on the App Store and the Google Play Store called Drill Book. Now, I'm going to try to search for it on my phone real fast, and I'm pretty sure there are 2 versions of this app. There is, well, actually, the one I'm talking about is like paid for, but there's another one that I don't usually use because I don't think it's that good. This is the one that's not paid for, and I don't think it's really good. Drill Book by ALG. And that's the pictures. Literally every picture they have. And this is the one I use. I use Drill Book by Scott Rundell. And basically you can upload, like, it's basically a dot book. It's not even a drill book, it's a dot book. And you can like put all your sets in there and your counts and your measures and your positions, and you can add like little notes like say like, oh, this is a visual set. I do that. I actually have my old show on it. It's on my tablet though, I don't have it on my phone. But, and then the cool thing is about this app is that you can save it as a PDF file and then print it out. See? Drill Book, better set books for your smartphone. And this is Drill for Triumph 1. We have 3 Triumphs in our show. This is Triumph 1, and I was .C7. You know, it doesn't actually do that by itself. That was the title I put for it. Triumph 1 C7. And then you can see all your sets for that number. The counts, I didn't add the holds. I was gonna do that, but I decided not to. I think I put them in the notes, but I don't think the printable version does your notes. Warning. It does your left and your rights, or like ons. See, like right here, I'm on the side 145, or on the side 135. And then it does your front and back from the hashes. And then you can download multiples. This was the drill for Triumph 2 for C7. That was the ballad. And then drill for Triumph 3, C7. That was our closer. Okay, let's go through this. For set 0 of Triumph 1, there were 0 counts, obviously. I was 3 steps outside side 140. Side 1 is also the right. If you're looking at the drum major. If you are the marcher looking at the drum major, side 1 is your right. You'd think it'd be the left, but it's the right. For this app, at least. So I was on the right 40-yard line, and I was 1 in front of the back hash. And the last set of the entire show, set 73, it was a 4-count move. I split the right 45 and 50-yard lines, and I was 8 in front of the front hash. And that is the app. I'm going to leave the links in the description for the for the App Store and Google Play. And also subscribe to Hunter Morris, because I'm awesome. And subscribe to my other channel. This one is youtube.com/HunterMorrisDaily, all one word. And my other one is youtube.com/HunterMorrisYT for YouTube. And that's all one word, just the YT is at the end of Morris. And thank you guys for watching. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. It tells me that you enjoy this kind of stuff, and like tutorials and stuff. And head on over to my other channel where I put another video up. And I'll link that down below, and I'll link this one and the other one. So, have a good day, y'all, even though I'm uploading this at night. Bye!